Hey everyone, how are you today? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you've already gone through 6.1, what you guys thought and what you think of the new raid. Also, let me know how PvP is. I heard there's a big change to that. I haven't really played PvP much, but kind of want to after all the stuff I've been hearing from my FC. They are having a good time, and it just went live a couple hours ago. So first things first, I got this cup. We got like 6 of these actually for our party and stuff. These are very nice. As you can see, it's got well, if you can read it anyway. It's got my character's name on it. It's got the summoner symbol on it. Should look okay, but the ring light's right there, so it might be reflecting a little bit. You can find that. I'm going to have it linked down below, but it's an Etsy shop called, I believe, Bunkers Crafts. And these cups are great, dude. Like, I put like 2 ice cubes in it. Keeps my drink cold almost all day, and it's great. Just wanted to give them a shout out because I'm super happy with the product, like crazy. But it's time for Newfound Adventure. Literally didn't. Okay. Totaro is putting on a pot of tea and looks in need of company. Shosoff, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Yeah, sure. Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. And that's when there's just like several cutscenes will play. That would be terrifying. Please don't do that already. That took a minute. Oh yeah, they finally added a setting on the PS5 version to do the low quality stuff in the distance, which fixes the weird frame rate thing.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
Which is very nice. Also, they made Ifrit hit harder, like he should. I think the second time. And it's still not perfect, but it's better.
Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Do I want to be optimistic or be like, I don't really know? I think optimistic. A grand new adventure, of course.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough?
It's never enough.
Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Damn, Totaro's got that one loaded in the chamber already. Shit. Yeah, even shows off like, huh?
And selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats.
Yes, literally saving it from emotions. Kind of.
For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
You're right. Who knows what mysteries are still waiting to be discovered?
Oh, that's the spirit.
Gotta do that
I
secret
can feel
knowledge
from
stuff,
here
man.
the blazing fire that just lit in your belly.
Oh, maybe it was breakfast.
Now, all you need is a
Ba-dums.
destination.
A destination.
If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me. Thavner. That's where you should go next.
Totaro, I've already been there.
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzatan the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Ritra would be pleased to see you.
The trauma with, Matsuya and the baby.
Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Shosoff's like,
Have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the bounty?
oh, that's right.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
I was thinking, oh, my brain melted. The place that the Mericidia is where I'm like, I want to go to Mericidia. That's where I want to go.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling
No!
clothes, but it's still a work in progress.
Yeah, it's probably just the stuff from the art, which I did want, actually, funny enough. But I kind of figured we would probably get it at the end of the patch.
Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
I took that too literally. She is going to be done with it in a moment. Make sure it has pockets. You're the best, Tataru. So I was just gonna be a creeper and like
Stitch
sit here.
And trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care.
That's very cute.
Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I am one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Adorable. Yes, we know. They're like, we know that Tataru is cute. Here's
I'll
more.
make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
You guys are making fun of us and our inventory right now? My inventory is almost full. Shut up. Like how meta Zeno started, especially toward the end, started to get about us. Yeah, she's taking forever.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
What? It was like insanely cute and charming, and all of a sudden I'm in like... It reminds me of where Needhog was hanging out, but it's not that. The area or whatever. What the...
And thus I am returned.
Newfound Adventure. I mean, like, what is Final Fantasy XIV if it's not the Warrior of Light having a moment of respite only to get extreme emotional trauma later? Sure as shit not Final Fantasy XIV if that doesn't happen.
Ah, you're awake.
Wonder how long he was asleep.
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing.
It's okay.
You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
Yeah, I don't know if that was, our character had a dream of that.
Either way, I promise
I
to
don't
provide
think
you
so.
with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Bum, 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 bum. Feels good. Little concerning, but that's That's Final Fantasy XIV for you. And yes, I already got this because Nier is great. It's such a dumb mount. It's so cute. Oh no, I disappeared. It's such a dumb, cute mount. So many people, as you might expect. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. No napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. And so she's like, don't do that. If you do it again, needle through your eye. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Cute. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? I like it. It's cute. Yeah! So I was just clapping. What the hell? That was cute. I'm so glad you approve. I thought he was just going to do the classic, like, yeah! That the Auron males do. You've outdone yourself, Tataru. Thank you. Oh, stop. You'll make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Allie, you stop. Hey. Use the scratch post, not the couch. Sorry. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder whatever or wherever did he purchase those stylish yet practical garments. And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Taru's boutique. You might have a point. I can hear it now. The merry clink-clink of gill overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Cute. Oh, the accessories too? You know what? I like the necklace a lot. Anyway, I gotta put it on. I didn't really do it during Endwalker with the winter stuff, so and I feel bad. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a new fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. They're warning us right now. They're like, we're gonna bring something up. Or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind in any case. Actually, that's a good idea. I know that in the patch note. Yeah, the collection codex thing. Which I appreciate. This is great. Okay. It's now available under the collection duty. Entries for prominent items and characters will be added to the codex as you progress through main scenario quests. Tataru! Bountiful Ruins. Oh, wait, I gotta change the outfit. All right, Bountiful Ruins. Tataru has some advice to share with you. Can't see her. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavna, I suggest you explore your options at Maride's Mayan, the finest drinking establishment in Radz-at-Han. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of local tale tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Shosov, and may fair fortune find you. Thank you. I might have to go get the Beast Tribe stuff real quick so I can get a head start. I probably don't have enough time, to be honest. Welcome to Maride's Mayan. I don't know how to pronounce, don't remember if they even said it. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you alone? Let me find you a table. Actually, I was hoping to get some information on gossip and juicy details. Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Ah, there he is. Professor Jalhin. I thought I saw him come in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayan's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Marie found out I took coin from Thavner's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Oh, but that's sweet. I mean, we did literally save the world, but still. Technically, the universe, if you want to get technical as fuck about it. Yes. The event cannot be skipped. Okay, so it's one of those. One of those bad boys. And what may I do for you, my Eorgian friend? Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. I gotta not fuck up. Here we are, one of Maride's finest. Enjoy. Lovely. Bottoms up. Jolene empties the cup in a single pull. That was very kind of you, sir, but I know when I'm being softened up. What is it you want from me? Well, I wanted to know about the sea's bounty or whatever it was called. Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It doesn't seem to appeal to the adventurers at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of ALZADAAL? He was Khan of the Ari tribe, which sailed to Thavner from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Radzatan. Dank lore. His decision to aid the Arcasadora is what ultimately won them the war against the Gachasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, ALZADAAL III, who was known for his deeds as satrap in Radzatan's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seem most curious about. According to this legend, ALZADAAL III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Radzatan, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hearty souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few had ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? Apologies. I have a slight tickle in, my cup appears to be empty. That wasn't enough. Malil, another round for the professor. Ah, I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. It's cute. Another for the professor. Oh, what the day was a splendid day to visit the main. Man. My brain is fried today. Jahil gulps down his newest drink with gusto. Where were we? Yes. Those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama's a fellow connoisseur of spirituous portables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear, but he did have... no, I can say no more. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my word sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I am no stranger to peril. Is that so? Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Literally fought despair itself. The very edge of existence? From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Malil, more of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one's on your coin, Professor. Jalil drains yet another cup dry. He's getting hammered, dude. Must be some strong alcohol, though. I mean, I guess to be fair, those are pretty big jugs, so... Joseph looks genuinely concerned. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Samaz, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. She could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? Forget. Let's drink a toast to you, my new best friend. Oh, and more drinks! Yeah, he's hammered. Like, you don't need to make him pass out. Boom! She misunderstands the signal and gets something way stronger. Your drink, sir. Ah, marvelous. I am parched. Gulps down the cup of water. That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will certainly thank you in the morning. Seem to have overindulged. I am put in mind of the words of Master Jalzan. Be wary of how much of the drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you to no more of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Azama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the main's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. You appear to have learned all that Jalil has to share regarding the Undersea Vault. Find out more, you have to talk to this other guy. I did it. I kept him from passing out. And because if you didn't say anything, I'm sure that he would. That was weird. Like the frame rate still drops here, even though I turned off the one thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important. Anyway, he would have passed out. We wouldn't know where this guy was. Yes, I am Azama. And who might you be? I am the warrior of light. I am the hero of the final days. All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of ALZADAA'S legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes. I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting ALZADAA'L III's otherworldly hoard, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the Bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. I think I know where the dungeon's going to be, actually. It's over by the start of Thavnair in the west. If you truly intend on seeking ALZADAA'S treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home. Sorry, buddy. But thankfully, thanks to the picture in the 6.1 patch notes, I already know someone else has bought the map, and it was our friend. What are you so surprised?
Please, Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
Anyway, that somebody else already got it. Estinian, but we'll see.
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness? So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment?
Your life. Pulls out a knife.
As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of ALZADAA'L III, one of the great satraps of ALZADAA'L, and a direct descendant of ALZADAA'L Khan.
A map to ALZADAA'L's legacy.
The kid's face.
A fake, I'd wager.
Ooh.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed had never returned with that treasure alive.
Sorry, it was a good laugh. I'm just like, nod.
Oh, cruel fate. Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover. What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering ALZADAA'L's lost fortune.
A fortune, you say?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price? Well met, my friend. Someone is dressed for adventure. But why Favner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
So weird to hear Stinian just like
beneath the bounty.
talk.
Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
It almost sounds like a different actor because he's just speaking so plainly, and we almost never hear Stinian do that.
I fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
Yeah. Kind of figured, but hey,
This
man.
map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
You seem eager to be underway.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
Good boy,
I hope to
Stinian.
do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
What a good boy.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits.
He's like, yeah.
Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Yeah.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not. You are coming along, yes?
Naturally.
I thought as much.
The music, though.
Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Ooh, very adventurous. Almost like the patch is called Newfound Adventure. Is that kid watching us? Listening anyway? Same difference. I feels even shittier. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Beatrice's requests. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Harnish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a traveler with a ship fit for open seas. Matsuya is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akyali and see if he can help us. Matsuya, I hope you don't have PTSD. Oh yeah, just for fun, I almost have everything. 290. You can't see Paladin, but it's under there. I need to finish Monk. That's it. But I've really been enjoying Dragoon, Sage. I mean, I've always liked Dragoon, but like it's just, you know, it's still really fun at 90. Dark Knight, it's like I'll live or die by it. I don't know why. I like the lore too much, but man, Astro's so much fun. It's always been so fun, but it's like perfect right now, more or less. And what was it? Samurai's new stuff's also really fun, and obviously, if I didn't already say, Reaper's super fun, but Summoner's still my boy. My boy. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? We need to know if we can use a boat, or if you could boat us somewhere, please? So, you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. Matsuya's a good baby. Damn, this kid's fast! This kid's fast as fuck! I mean, like, there's a chance that he probably maybe could teleport. I don't know, but have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Ah, it is you. You know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnir? You are. I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I work with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done, and I beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never... well, we'd be... Enough. I knew your game, and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. Yeah, I was. Oh god, I punched my microphone! Bop bop! punched my microphone. You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you, but there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Wonder if this is gonna be a solo instance, but it seems like it would just be the dungeon. Oh, it's definitely the dungeon. Now you've gone and made him cry. We could invite our comrades. Well, we could. And assuming we do find this treasure hoard, it may prove wise to have a few more hands along for the carrying, or a long hand. I misread it, it's fine. Any ideas on whom to approach? The Scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Thancred and Urianger, Alphino and Alisaie, Grahatia and Kryl. Y'shtola by herself, nobody else. So this matters, huh? These two are trade by hire like right now. Alphino and Alisaie are in Garlemald. I feel like I have to pick these because Grahatia wants to go on an adventure. You know, he wants to come with us. Obviously, Y'shtola's my favorite, but and Alphino, I love that boy so much. I love him. Alphino and Y'shtola are tied for my hair now. So but adventure. I gotta say it. Grahatia and Kryl. Aye, Kryl may have her hands full rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you... Is he, though, strong, I mean? Yeah, he's one of the strongest people we know. What is your name, boy? Meran. What is it, Merad? Merad, sir. Well, Merad, your life is yours to live as you will. But I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Now, poor kid. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. I wonder if he's going to join the Radiant Host and actually get trained by Estinian. Call me Estinian. Beautiful. Good boy, Estinian. Good boy, Estinian! Now I gotta go get Graha. But we promised Graha we take him on an adventure, so... Friends for the road. Estinian is ready to escort Marad to safety. I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Yep. Let us be off too, Marad. Do me a favor. Don't stray from the path. Daryl. I wonder who will come with us, though. Graha. I'm assuming Graha and Y'shtola are probably the two. Well, no, because... Well, I mean, Y'shtola can heal, but not in the trust system unless they opened up to her being able to use white magic for that again. I don't know. My brain. Who else? We'll see. It's probably Graha and Thancred and Urianger. That's probably what it is. Oh, look who 'tis. Welcome back, Shosov. What might the students do for you? Actually, have you seen Grahatia? Graha? Yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryl. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go in and give them an excuse to take a break. They've been in there for literally days. I just remembered, I forgot to glamour the necklace. The necklace is actually really cute. I might want to use it, like, permanently. I never really glamour earrings and necklaces, but I've been meaning to start doing that. It's just one of those things, you know? And with the certain gloves I have. Is this voice?
Ah, Urgika, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
Hey, Graha.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
Oh my god, Grah's voice is so good, dude. You looking restorations. Okay. What are the two of you working on?
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Vow.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come. But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
Actually, I was wondering if you'd like to go on a little adventure with me, the two of you, to a vault.
The treasure vault of ALZADAAL III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition.
Hey guys, again, I can't stress enough, Graha's design at the end of 5.3 carrying over to Endwalker, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. What a glow up.
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which, I had hoped to ask for your assistance. Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
Graha's freaking out.
You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
His eyes are
I'm
literally
sure.
glowing.
Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already. Have you asked anyone else to come along?
No, not yet. You were the first person I
And
asked.
might I suggest we invite your Stola?
Oh?
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she's spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift.
Yeah, that's going to be
It would
important.
seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of ALZADAAL'S extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
So it's probably going to be these two and then Thanker to Nurianje, because they're like hired
Splendid!
swords
Let us head to the
now.
archives at once.
They're basically
Wait,
traveling
before you
mercenaries.
go, I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger. He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like.
Oh, that's actually specific and related.
From what I can gather, the Loperites are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So,
Cute.
why not take Urianger with you? Let him study ALZADAA'S legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
That sounds like a plan. Then the thick Garuda in the background.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Dude, Raha's voice actor's going in trying to sound so excited though. It's really cute. I think Ishtola fell asleep on the books. That's really funny. If that's all the shit she's been reading, I don't blame. Yeah, like they're like, okay, Ishtola fans, here's Ishtola being cute as fuck. Look at how cute she is right now. It's
I've
adorable.
never known Y'shtola to doze off in the middle of research before.
I mean, have you seen how many books? He's like, don't fucking, don't say shit. This is a rare opportunity to see Y'shtola not sassy. Sashtola. Their little fucking ears.
Close my eyes for one moment.
Bro, that's fucking, swear to God, I hate that. Like man, I kind of want to like lay down or like sit down, like lean back in a chair for a little bit. And all of a sudden you're just like, and you're like, damn, what year is it when you wake up? Oh God, Renee is gonna lose her mind. She fucking loves Graha and Y'shtola, so.
How long have you two been here?
The fucking anger. I like this one a lot. Catching up on some light reading.
Something to that effect. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me.
You gotta take breaks. You gotta rest. Eat, drink. Just shows off just.
As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections.
Yes.
Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runar, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
Happens. Sounds kind of crazy.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
That's that good shit. That's great.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wished to ask of me?
Actually, I was kind of curious if you'd like to find out about ALZADAAL III,
ALZADAAL is
maybe?
no minor figure in
Or
Harnish history,
ALZADAAL.
and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished. An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse.
That's that
And when do we
good
embark
shit.
upon this expedition?
Akyali by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way.
What the hell? What was that? What was that? What is that? I feel like I don't remember that. I mean, like, they're clearly the little automaton thingamajiggies or whatever, right? But, like, I feel like I don't remember seeing those at the library at all, but whatever, I guess I'm wrong. Probably, I should say.
Ah, our illustrious champion.
Also, Urianger's voice. Chef's kiss.
Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
Thank you for your funny words, Magic Man.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
'Tis good to see you well.
And thee. As ever, thou art the picture of strength.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed.
Oh yeah, that was another thing they were gonna do.
Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loperids had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperids now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
Maps.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation.
Urianger with the Loperids is super cute.
But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
Adventure. Need your help. Ugh, sorry.
Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
Fucking Graha.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
A while?
Aye. Though I cherish the Scions' accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
For now.
Counting Istinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
You're looking well. I'm looking at OBS. Worried it's being
That's
weird.
because we didn't travel by experimental etherite. It's astounding what a lack of nausea does for one's sense of well-being.
That part was awesome.
In any case, as we made our way around ALZADAAL'S, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence. but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporits.
Ah, of course. And if you have a Stinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
That's very cute. It's great. I just love watching the characters
We
interact.
may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I? In all seriousness, it is best I sit this one out. Too many former Scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters.
Respect.
I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations.
Will do.
Till we meet again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Yup. Alright, OBS seems fine. I just thought I saw something. Maybe I did drop some frames, but not like a lot. Thankfully. Right, my camera's not freaking out, is it? I don't know what I saw, if anything. No, it just makes me nervous. Sometimes it just freaks out. I send you to recruit Graha, and you return with an entire survey party. I hope Monsieur's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is, we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs in the shallows there. Aye. We will keep an eye out. Any of this spell speed. I mean, that's fine. I'll take some. Fine. Take some food. What talk to? Ishtola. ALZADAA'L's Legacy. New dungeon already? I mean, well, duh, but still. Y'shtola is intrigued by the legend of ALZADAA'L III. Are we about to get some dank lore? Oh, we already got a good chunk of dank lore, really. ALZADAA'L III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what if the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Dun, 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 dun. This song is fucking awesome. Wow, they're just like, dungeon! Estinian's like, no! Skip cutscene! Yeah, I thought it was going to be that over there, and it might be. ALZADAA'L's Legacy, now accessible. Dun, dun, dun. The music is fucking great. Dungeon time. Hello, fellow friends. I decided to, I queued it first, but then I was like, you know what? I'll keep the outfit on. I'll go back to Summoner eventually, or the Summoner outfit. But for the story, I kind of want to wear the thing. ALZADAA'L's Legacy. Cute. Music, though. Music, though. Oh, we got a monk. Cool. There's my one food. Oh, the music, though. Oh, the music is kind of starting to kick in a little bit. Yeah, I saw that they changed searing light so it comes out of me instead of the carbuncle now, which is fine. To be fair, I know why they did it. It's for gameplay. Whoa, hello? Traps? Enemies? Oh, where's the... Oh, God. I need to find, like, the middlest enemy possible. Oof. Bahamut. God, you do some damage, buddy. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough time. Just Ruin 4, I guess. I was gonna try to summon Garuda. I mean, I probably could have, but she would have not done any damage because she probably would have got stuck there. The summons have to do their little animation, right? Which is fine. I would just do that pre-pull just in case he's... Bonk. There's a more middler dude. I guess the Malboro. Kind of. This guy's a little bit more in the middle. There we go. The downside to playing on console is definitely the targeting is not perfect. You know, they slowed down Ifrit's casting even more. It's like a 3-second cast now. Boink. But they did buff him again, which is good. He feels a little better. Wasn't like bad, but it's not as good as it could be. What the fuck? No, my sprint! My sprint! Big wave, probably party stuff. Oh, ow. Bleeding, huh? Okay. Not sure what this means. That was close. Hey man, we're all first times, I'm pretty sure. Buff. Maybe I should run away. I forgot. Big boy Titan. Okay, so it's based off of like where the tentacles are. Oh, he's like drawing it. Oh, kinda. I think so. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay. He's like literally drawing it. It's a little hard to see, but I get it now. Oh. I mean, I assume it's the normal rule. One at a time. Oh, shit. I fucked up the order, but I didn't get hit. I got out just in time. Ha ha ha, bitch. Oh, Summon Titan, the music's like, oh, pretty good. I'm pretty geared. I just haven't been able to do Savage. So I've got damage. And they buffed me, which is great. Okay, gotta do the thing. Crap, spell I need you to cast. Ah, that was close. I keep forgetting how big it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna summon Phoenix to kill him like at 1% or whatever. That was fun. That one was a little basic, but it was cute. 575 gear. It's not terrible. Kind of curious what it looks like. Hello? Oh, I gotta click on it. Whoops. I was looking at the gear. Cute. Cool. I want to see the casting stuff because I really like the Thavnerian gear in general. Pretty. Cool. Music here is really pretty too. Got 20 seconds on this Rune 4. I gotta use it soon. There you go. I was like, I'm waiting. I'm like, tank, let's go. AoEs. Not in like a mean way. I'm just like, I want to, I don't want to pull even a little bit of aggro. I don't want to disrespect them. Okay, party buff. Oh, the walls are gonna do. Wait, what? No, they're not. Oh, they were summoning stuff, I guess. Oop, wrong thing to hit. Okay, so you gotta like focus that guy down so he doesn't summon more ads to get through it faster. At first I thought he was doing like, what is the one dungeon in Shadowbringers? The Rectangle Greatwood dungeon. I kind of thought he was doing that, where like parts of it were gonna, you know, do things, and we had to dodge them accordingly based off the tethers. What the hell's the name of that dungeon? It's the 85 dungeon. My brain is or 75. My brain is melting. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden. The Ronkin one or whatever. Oh, it's a lot of gear that just dropped. Ring. Those healing things? No. I think those were ninja, baby. Where's this guy? Get him. There we go. Now, burning him down definitely stops him if you have, especially if you've got like big boy stuff. Like, I didn't really have big boy stuff, but I had good stuff going. Goddamn! Oh, that. The pillars. Did I roll on all the gear? Okay. Hello. I feel like it's gonna have something to do with the floor. Articulated bits. Oh shit! Hands. Understood. That sounds like a AoE, so yep. Oh, they're in different directions. Uh-oh. No. Not sure. Oh, I was close, but it was way tinier than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna shield myself. I like that these are kind of like very positional heavy fights though. This is the thing we just did, right? E. That can be a little tricky. You have to move pretty preemptively. I'm just gonna have to hard cast it. I have to use swift cast for part of my rotation. Oh. I think it's gonna be over here, right? Yep. Thank God for invincibility. Holy shit. I watched the healer going through it and I was like, ah! Ah! I'm sure they also were going, ah! Cool. I like this. This is fun. This one's fun. Very like tight positioning, and then there's the little coordination and having to move with AoEs on you and stuff. That part's fun. I want to look at the I want to see like the chest pieces. I don't feel like looking at the boots, but they won't show up till toward the end, I think, right? So that was fun. About to run out of time with my boy. Look at all this treasure. I feel bad for using Swift Cast in the rotation, but that's what I got. I don't know if it's any different because obviously they just changed different spells to be a bit slower. So I think I just lost my Ruin 4, but whatever. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Gonna give this to the tank. See if there's anything. I love the music here, though. Music's great. Literally don't need any of this stuff besides maybe on like Bard or not even Bard. I remember all my classes are pretty geared. But like I said, I just haven't been able to do Savage. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna Swift Cast this one, just get it out. Whoop. Thankfully holy. I was like, oh geez, that's quite a few little scattered AoEs. You know, for them making the cast longer, it doesn't feel longer. I don't know if my spell speed's just like affecting it or what. Which, you know, makes sense, but still. Oh, I didn't even realize there was only one guy left. Final boss! Get to hear the slappiest song, like one of the best songs in this whole game. Fucking love it. Oh god, I love it. Looming Warden, Copy Kulu. If this is from a Final Fantasy, I have a horrible memory. It looks good though. Dun 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 dun. Guessing there's gonna be spikes for this one, is what somebody said. All right, and I got my rotation pretty much reset. And that's gonna be nice. Waiting for everybody. Okay. There's gonna be something weird. Billowing bolts. That hurt. I'm just gonna shield myself. Spin out? Like... What? The what? This is cute. That's cute. That's cute. Everybody in the chat's like, okay, lol. Oh shit, my lock on. That was really funny. And they're like, I don't know what that was. And I'm like, honestly, it was kind of great. It's just fun, I guess. It might get more complicated later if they start moving, but it was just fun. What? Oh, fuck. I don't think any of us knew what happened. Besides apparently the monk, or they got lucky, I couldn't tell. I wasn't even sure what happened. I just missed it. That happens. Oh, fuck, I'm trying to cast here, buddy. This is very funny. What's he doing? What a dickhead. That's... Oh, I guess... Oh, okay. I might be dead. I'm trying. It's a little weird. Ah! Yeah, this is really funny. We're all having a good time. First time for everything. Ooh. You know what? I'm skipping. Blah, 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 blah. Both dumb and amazing. Yeah, 100%. I'm like, I'm not. We'll better figure this out next time. That was very fun. Oh shit. Yeah, I realized I needed to like turn around at the end or actually go to him and then like turn. That's fun though. It was very unique. I like the dungeon a lot, but the last two fights were first one was cute, but the other two were a lot of fun. Shit was weird. That was really funny though. We're just like, whoa, Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Gotta calm my DPS, buddy. Ooh, a minion. I rolled okay on it. It's the scouting chest. Wow, these look great. These look great. Gonna have to run this dungeon with everybody. I want the caster piece real bad. I need to hotbar this, but I refuse. I rolled like an 80. Damn. Oh well. Hey, I got double comms. To be fair, I deserve at least one because I res the healer. But like, I didn't do good either, except for, well, I mean, I did okay on the first and the second fight. The first one, it's just such tiny spacing, like how Diablo's weapon or whatever has tiny spacing, right? So, and this is the first time we did it, so I'm kind of like, am I even doing the right thing? And the second fight, I figured that one out, but...
'Tis not unlike a Harnish alchemical furnace in design.
I figured out most of the third one, except, I don't know, I'll figure it out, obviously, but like, when he did the bombas, I think what it was that the color of the rope in the front that the orb is where it drops, right? I think that's kind of what happened.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
I gotta text Corin and Renee and be like, Yodo, or and David too,
Mustn't touch it.
about how pretty the gear was. Oh, what's up?
Vritra! Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
I think no, right?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our reunion. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
I'm texting all my Final Fantasy buddies. I'm the only one that was able to do it yet, so
It was
gotta let
crafted
them know.
by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
Something? That's so funny. I have to say it. I wasn't going to touch it, but you know, Ishtola.
You and I will speak later.
That's awesome. I had to.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
Sorry, I didn't read the room.
Something of which thou speakest. Might it be some manner of threat?
Perhaps I should simply show you.
Interesting. That's some dank. Is it a portal to the world of darkness thing? Because I remember that was something they were doing in the Shadowbringers like end role quests, was figuring out how to get back there and stuff, and possibly saving that world. Which reminds me, if you play every class, do their extra role quests because they're great. The one for like getting everything to max.
If only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
But it might be unrelated.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Ooh. Neat. I mean, where else are we gonna go, like, threat-wise? There's gotta be something from another dimension or something, right? Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. Is 13th was the world of darkness, right? I think? It's been a bit. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is the product of deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness. It puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. So is it what I'm glad I did the role quests. You may now enter it with NPC avatars, blah, blah, blah. Oh god, I don't know. I'll figure out when I'm gonna stop. If not, just keep going and, like, separate it myself. Y'shtola is appraising the Void Gate with a scholarly eye.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Mericidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
Yes, the Warring Triad. And the moment I think of them, all I can think of is, say my name! Sephiroth! Shit's great. Great song. Fun fights. Extremes are fun.
In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void.
If this is going this direction, I'm super happy, because I really was hoping it was going to go this direction when...
by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death. So much loss.
Ever since I did the extra stuff, you know, as Shadowbringers released the role quests, I forget her name. Ciela, I think. And you, like, progress with her, and then you start working with the one dude about the World of Darkness and stuff. I was like, oh, dude, they should totally do it. It'd be so cool. And I'm really happy that they seem to be. And I wonder if there would be any dialogue about me having done those quests.
I consider myself well-versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Azda'a. We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Azda'a cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Azda'a risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
That's pretty metal.
I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Azdaea has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Azdaea. Until I could search no more. Until Allag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before ALZADAAL'S was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Azdaea's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering ALZADAAL and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy siblings scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
When Nero turned purple. I thought our time had come.
As did I. Were it not for Une and Doga, or Nero, for that matter.
God, it's been a while. I have to rewatch the cutscenes.
Made it home. Do you remember what happened to Nero? How his wounds allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether? Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Azdaea.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the First Brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome.
Hear me out. The 0.3s tend to be like a trial, right? What if the trial is their older sister and it's super fucking sad? I don't know if that'll do that, but the 0.3s tend to be very emotional one way or another. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have to fight his sister, and because she's like some crazy void scent now. Oh, Raha.
With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably
Oh,
survive
yeah.
a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister.
I was gonna say.
5,000 years too late.
Yeah, it's been a while since that should happen.
And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection.
Virtue's great. I think we all agree Virtue's a great character. Like, everybody really liked him. And apparently he's voiced by
When I
Gosetsu.
sensed
Someone let me know
intruders
in the
ruins,
comments.
I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Chekhov's gun. They can't bring that up and then it not get fucked up or something, or, you know, get brought back up later. I think it's Chekhov's gun is the literary device. Chekhov's gun might be these writers' favorite thing ever, because damn, do they bring up dank old lore. It's great, but it's hard for people like me. My memory is like all over the place. I either remember stuff really well or not at all. So they managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible, and arrange to replace the guardians you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. Oh, my apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to ALZADAAL. By the way, ALZADAAL's music slaps! You done? Or is somebody gonna talk to me? Everybody's just walking away? Cool. Dungeon was super fun, though. Also, how cool it is that it has to do with, like, the 13th and stuff. It's it's so sick! I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but I must attend to the matter of the Vault's sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Kapikulu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me a blasphemy yet roams free. Well, yeah, you know, you see... Are they gonna be like, there was, but we killed it? That'd be really funny. Everybody feels so bad. Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for this... Oh. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. That's fucking... Just everybody just... I really liked Ishtola and Urianger, honestly. And with that, the vault will soon be secure once more. Now I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact. But I'd like to begin with the gate itself. It is still functional, yes. Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock, and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. Horrors, because of the way I said it. Whoops, horrors! That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest of void sands. And from this side, no man would be able to pass through. Yeah, except for that thing we saw show up, which was probably over in the World of Darkness. No man. I should think Alpha No would fit, given a firm enough push. Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. And yet you succeed in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemists, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead, I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate, but the process has long since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for ALZADAA, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate lain dormant for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a covenant made with the Cloud of Darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken, and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should still be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void sent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the Bounty Gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place, and my duty, is here now. I meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? It was all Estidian's idea. To see if the legends were true. I had to throw Yishtal under the bus, because that one was super funny. As you have seen, the fabulous wealth from the stories is quite real, if not its rumored origin. But I'm afraid I must assert a prior claim. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little, so it's like his dragon sword. But the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. That works. Then we all have one mind. We have no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? Of course. Just a bit of adventure. Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course. I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission. Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loporits will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. And I must be off to Sharlayan as well. Mistress Kryl was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the annex as soon as you are able. Farewell for now. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. Okay. Have fun, and good luck. Game is dank. Game is fun. I'm just so excited to see where the story is going to go, and I'm really happy. At least some of it seems to have to do with the whole shebang from the Shadowbringers role quests. I'm really happy about that, because I was like, that would be so sick, dude. Barshan, I can't see you. The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Make up the contracts we broke. Of course. Thank you, Shosov. Shosov and I are in this together. I will follow his example. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, cutscene. Hello? Why is there a cutscene playing? Meanwhile, elsewhere, in the Legion of Doom. We back to the world of dankness. The dank in the dark in the dank. What the fuck? I love it. I'm sorry, the visual's great. I'm so fucking excited. I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy they're actually talking about this stuff and bringing it up. Oh my god. What? Who are you? What the fuck? That almost looked like Golbez for a second. Bro, stop. This is so up my alley, it hurts. Please. Why does he just look like Golbez? I sensed the breaching of a gate, but it was not instigated from this side. It was thrown open from the other. Is this dude, what is this? This guy looks so much like Gomez. I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath all notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have awaited for nigh on her 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip or grasp. Yet we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. Bah, let him come. I will drown the world and watch his fleshling gasp for breath in his this fleshling in his final moments. What the fuck? Your zeal is admirable, but forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we cede not our will to fight. Why does this guy look like Golbez, kinda? Is this just Golbez? 'Tis time we set the war in motion and win redemption for our star. It's so similar to Golbez's look. I mean, it's not like literally gonna be Golbez. That'd be, but because it's like main scenario though. If it were like side quest, it could be like how they snuck in stuff in Omega and all that.